Let's find the money. Okay. Okay, if you are in the chat, let me know. If you're ready to find some money, let me know. If you're looking at any altcoins, gotta let me know. We're gonna kick things off with MW's new partnership, Ubit. Yeah, I have not heard of that exchange before. I had a quick look at it, and I can't find where to trade the traditional stuff, which is obviously not good. I can't find it anywhere. Maybe I'm just retarded. So MW has done his stream. He has said that that he is leaning bullish going into this government talk, whatever it is, government chat, I don't know what it is, someone speaking. Pump the S&P up, so Bitcoin will bounce up into the daily, and then we can get our shorts for the day. But what we are going to do for the day is we are going to find the altcoins that are going to make us money today. And certain altcoins are reaching levels. Yo, what's up, Mohammed? And I did see MW's coins that he was looking at, so this could be a bit repetitive. But I will say this Elsa one did catch my attention. I was looking at this as he pulled it up when I was watching. And I think this one has got potential. I'm not going to touch on like the traditional stuff to begin with today because MW has already said it. You heard what he said. He is watching the S&P. I will touch on it. Yeah, I will touch on it. The S&P 500. We are watching this. It's entered our OB box. And it's rejected out of it, but now it's coming back to the 4 hour. So if the 4 hour can hold, then that will be good. If not, we're going to double bottom down into this area, down into our green box down here, which I think is a daily. What is this? I think this is a 12 hour. Into this 12 hour OB long, which is held up nicely. You see how it's not gone below the 50% line? Quickly moved up. Rejecting off of a 12-hour band as well. It did close above the 12-hour. So we might see price come back down to maybe this level here because it's closed above. And I'm going to draw this in a bit fainter so we've got like a little area where we could see a higher low put in around this area here. Okay, so this is an area where you could long the 500. We could see, we also have a trend line that we could put here. So it needs to happen. He said Thursday, didn't he? So, oh no, wait. Do you know what the day is that he said about something is happening? I don't know. I don't keep up with that. That's what separates him. He is the GOAT. Bitcoin is holding our structure here as well. I think this, what was this, a daily? Oh, sorry. I think this was a daily OB area. Yep. This has kind of engulfed everything. So this is holding. Dominance is rising. Bitcoin dominance is rising. He has really shown the PAXG power though. PAXG has got some serious power. I need to find PAXG. Right, we're not going to chart this anyway. This is being covered. Yeah, I can't find the right chart anyway. So this has been covered. Let's go to our altcoins, see what quick opportunities we can get today. We had some good opportunities yesterday, which we took. And I've seen some lining up today. So if you're ready, Mohammed, give me a little fire emoji. Give me a little fire emoji. Give me a little fire emoji, because I know you're listening, you're ready. Just one singular fire emoji for that Enzo trade yesterday. Mohammed. If I'm making any more money on Enzo, I'll call my kid Enzo. That's a nice name. Enzo. What is Enzo? Alright, no fire emojis, but that's alright. Oh yeah, let's do that thing. I think I can do that thing where I can like make it so comments come into the stream so you can see your comments. I don't know how to do that. Oh, show comments. Here we go. Alright, nice. Okay, no fire emojis. I don't care. I'm gonna do it anyway. As the prophet said, I'm gonna do it anyway. Right, today we're going to keep things on a daily time frame to start with. Right, OG, this one. I was eyeing this the other day. It looks like it was going to die, but no, guess what's sitting right here? A stop loss OB, that's what was there. Marching up very strong, this OG. I think this is like a sports coin as well, so if this is marching up, we have to look at what Chiliz is doing now. Because this one was manipulated up so much. Someone even commented on my post saying like, that was a brave short. I was like, no bro, that was an OB bid. Okay, right, let's start from the top. 0G is up high. It's at the daily. It's above the daily right now, but we are sitting at resistance and resistance. This whole area, we have a trend here. It has broken the trend here. 1 hour. Pumping up. I think this could actually get some attention today. 0G. Red funding rate. Not many people shorting it. People haven't been suckered into this one yet, but a 1 hour touch would be nice. A 4 hour touch would be quite nice, but that would be a big return back down. Support. So we've got this OB support. We've got this fair value gap here, which the daily is sitting right in. Okay. And if you do some backtesting on some fair value gaps, you see that often they do align. And we have this little area here, which I think is interesting. This is an OB. And if we take this, this is let's just take this trend. So what we could see happen on OG, if it does want to return back down, is maybe back to the daily, but even back to the 1 hour, because the 1 hour is creeping into this area here. So OG could be a good bid here at this 1 hour. It's still quite high, but things are sort of aligning for it, and you could put a stop loss. So the stop loss on OG could come in, well, you got the 4 hour below, and there's support down at this green box. So this one, if you haven't got the patience to wait for down here and see if it comes in, then you could get a quick bounce trade here, get profit, stop loss to break even. You could do well with that. You could put a stop loss just under this low here, maybe something like that. That move. If you can get an average entry at the bottom of this 1 hour ribbon, then you could be good. But just bear in mind the 4 hour is sitting below it as well. Ideally, you would like to get on the 4 hour. You could even see on the daily, you could even see a daily ribbon touch, or right now it's on the 15 minute. So if you want to bid right now, you could have got deep into the 15 minute here, and you could be up a little bit now. But it is trying to fight this little trend line here on a smaller time frame. So keep an eye on that. ARPA, this one has been one that has entered the zone that we charted yesterday. I really like charting these coins and seeing the same coin every single day, because you know at some point it's just a ticking time bomb. Something's going to happen. It's either going to go down very fast, or it's going to stop with this stop with this range. It's forming this range now, so it could go back up and we could see higher prices, but it's a lot of ifs and buts. It could just keep going down, dying out. But if it can get above on a 15-minute time frame, like here, so here we had this 15-minute time frame range above on the 4 hour, get above. Now it's like, it looks like it's dying. We need to see some volume on ARPA. What is ARPA up to? Because I don't want to just chat shit, you know. Slightly red funding rate still, and still getting okay volume. And if it's the Koreans doing it, then they are slowly accumulating for maybe another quick pump up. Okay, I don't know who that is. CRM click. Who the fuck are you? Okay, I'm not too sure on ARPA. I'm not sure on this volume. Not too sure on ARPA now. Not too sure on ARPA now. I'm actually removing ARPA from the green list. Today's list is purple. OG is going purple. AXS, this one just keeps going up. Just keeps going up. You could really make good money on this one. I've seen Salsara's team is on this. Well done to Salsara and the team over there. But currently sitting strong. Flip this area. Flip this OB. Going up nicely. Next target is coming up. So maybe a possible short coming up for AXS in this area. This must be a daily OB or something like that. If this does reach high levels, then it's gone from 0.8 up to 8. What's that? Is that a 10x? Can you briefly explain the fair value gap, bro? Yeah, so a fair value gap is... when I was a bit of a shit trader, not profitable trader, I would use a fair value gap. It's a term from ICT, and it's just basically where price has moved fast, and it's an area that's like untested. It's an area which is like no man's land because it accelerated fast. So a fair value gap is 3 candles. It's the formation between 3 candles. So here you have this candle, this red candle, this big green candle, and this green candle, and the gap in between these 3 candles is the fair value gap. and it's similar. It's very similar to an OB, to be honest. But like, see how prices moved up here, and then the fair value gap comes in here, and then probably on like a smaller time frame. Got the 15-minute in here, marching up. You got this fair value gap here again. It's just to stop you kind of like FOMO in it, and like the 50% level works well on a fair value gap. But some traders, I don't know if you've seen that trader on X, he's called like Minotaur or something like that. He's a sick trader. I back like a few years ago, him and MW were talking. I think that's actually how I actually like saw MW talking on X with people, is because he was interacting with this Minotaur guy, and MW was rating this guy and was saying, okay, yeah, you're a good trader, I like you, but you've got a paid group. You are anyone that has a paid group gets blocked, and he like blocked him. And but this guy would use fair value gaps with Fibonacci retracement stuff, and it was a bit complicated, but I was kind of studying that. I don't think I've got the Fibonacci settings on here. I'm not going to set it up. I think it's like something like this. I can't remember, but it was like if you have a massive move like this, then it comes back down to this sweet spot. I can't remember, but he would like line fair value gaps up with this 0.618. I can't remember. I'm not going to butcher it, but he would post like cryptic charts up. But I found that the fair value gap is often tested up and down. It's like a good area. Can you see like here, this fair value gap, we get this expansion up, and then this fair value gap left here on the 1 hour time frame gets tested along the 50% line, and then we go up again, tested near the 50% line, and up again. So it's just something that I've noticed with fair value gaps as well. So, but sometimes you can get a lot of fair value gaps. And I don't know if have you heard of that guy called Doji? He's an ICT trader, and he also used fair value gaps, but he used something called a inverted fair value gap. And there's quite a bit to it, but the short of it is you look for a fair value gap that's not got another fair value gap along it. So like, here's a massive fair value gap here. Okay, this is a big fair value gap here. And he would, so like, I'm just using this as an example. Don't take this coin as like a like, this could be on a 1 minute time frame, this could be on a daily time frame. It's a big thing. And it doesn't really work on crypto too much because crypto is so volatile, but on traditional markets it can work. But you see this massive fair value gap. What he would look for is a close above this fair value gap, and then he would look to get back in at this level on the fair value gap. So, or not even that, actually, no, he would just take a market buy on the closure and then get in, and his stop loss would be down here. But that can work on a 1 minute time frame, or like on many different time frames. But yeah, basically all the fair value gap is just like quick price expansion that usually gets retested. So you can see here, it didn't work, it failed. But here it worked. Here you got the fair value gap. And what I like to do is I just like to use the ribbon with fair value gaps, but this is not really a great example. And I don't really use fair value gaps often because at the end of the day, it's really just quick price movement. But sometimes I use them as pivot points or like areas to maybe start scaling in, or it's just when I look at the chart, it gives it a bit of structure, you know. That's all I use it for. It's nothing. It's not a major thing. The major thing is ribbons, and to me, the major thing at the moment is OB bids and for longs and for shorts. That's mainly what I'm using at the moment. OBs, the ribbons, higher time frames to lower time frames, and OBs. And you can be really precise with OBs. I'm sure there's probably something happening right here on a 1 minute time frame with this OB, with this range, like even on a 1 minute time frame. So we got this little area here, this tiny little area on a 1 minute time frame. Look, boom, down. Here we went above it, but we came back down, and then we tested, come back down, ranging around here, tested it, back down, and eventually, like, because this closed above it, well, I'm not going to do it because I'm on a 1 minute time frame. A 1 minute time frame is like not as accurate, but it's a bit hard to deny that this is a great short. This is a great short. And you got another short here. So yeah, and then to this side, this is on a 1 minute time frame, and then down here you got this little red cluster. This is the lowest point. And as long as your ratio is quite big and you win more than you lose, let's make this white actually, and you win more than you lose, like if you can try to get a 3-to-1 ratio, trend line, boom. So it's just trend lines, support, resistance, OBs. OBs are part of support resistance, but you can see that happening right there. And maybe on a 5 minute something will be a bit clearer. So close. This spike above really, yeah, the spikes is not closing above this area on a 5 minute time frame. But you're not making as much money because I don't really like it too much on those time frames, because at the end of the day, we're looking for the biggest swings. We want these big moves like this, and you can see here, it's, you know, at some point that this will probably go up. I need to get my colors right because this is not nice. But yeah, you know, at some point that this range is probably going to break up because the volume and it's above the 4 hour, it's above the 1 hour. Look at this on a 5 minute time frame. This little range, boom, up. Retested this OB long area, it went up, and then on a 15 minute time frame, it dipped below the 15 minute time frame, but then it went up. So you can look at it like that. You got this little area down here, boom. But as long as you're not FOMOing up here on each move, you're not FOMOing tops. Oh, excuse me. As long as you're not FOMOing tops, then you should be all right. Don't FOMO tops. Try to get in at the ribbon and look for a good stop loss area. And it's just like, it's just building structure from these things that you know, fair value gaps, OBs, and it's just painting you a picture of where you're going to be more confident of getting in your trade. So like this area, which is being engulfed, actually it's being engulfed by this candle here. So that is a good area to maybe try, and if you were watching OG, but this, I mean, this spans the course of the whole fucking night, so you probably wouldn't. But I really just trade on the day, really, and I just come to the chart, see what's going to happen while I'm at the screen, and try and get in. But yeah, you can see, look, so this got flipped massively by this fair value gap. You got this 15-minute OB, well, OB short that flipped, so now you could maybe try to look to long that area. There's a 5 minute there. It's things like that. Things like that are just lining up. So yeah, but the ribbon is still the best, really, but this one's moving so strong that the ribbon didn't even get tested there. Anyway, I touched on OG. Well, where are we looking for OG? Wow, you can't really make any sense of this at all, but maybe the daily to the 1 hour, I think I said, and then your stop loss is this red line here on OG for my next target trade. But it could be setting up something similar again. Did it close below the 15? It closed below the 15 there. So yeah, look, it got flipped again the exact same way up here. Green line there. So it just lines up. Things just align. and maybe you could get an entry there. It's not good. It's not to say that this could actually work 100%, but that is an area. Let's mark that. That is an area for a potential trade, and even if it's just a quick trade, then you get like a 2% move, 2-3% move. Stop loss to break even, shave profits. You're good. ARPA, I'm not too sure on ARPA, as I was saying. AXS, this one is maybe double topping right now. This is the target higher up. I'll keep coming back to this one. I had some shorts over here on this one, which I think worked out. But yeah, we'll see. We're probably, because we're coming up to 230. Well, we're at 230, over 230. Then we might see some opportunities coming up as we go into 3 o'clock. We might find some live trades. We might be taking some live trades on here right now. Look at that. That's too scammy, bro. You can't retrade that. Oh, speaking of, what was that coin called yesterday that I showed everyone? Oh, what was that? Do you remember what that coin was yesterday? It was like Onochi or something. Orochi. Oh, it's got to be on the other list. It's got to be on the list from yesterday. We was green yesterday, weren't we? Here it is. Look what this did yesterday. And now it's coming down to a support area. Let's see what the volume's doing on this now, because I didn't see MW talk about this one. It is Orochi. I can't. Oh, here we go. It's still getting good volume, I think. $30 million in volume still. Market cap 15 million. The Pancake Brigade are on this. But yeah, look what this did yesterday. Boom. Quick 20% wick. That was nice. We didn't make all of that. We had much lower targets than that. But yeah, the rest got stopped out. It wasn't a great trade because I didn't move stop loss to break even, to be honest with you. I just let this ride. But this is entering an area of support. What kind of support? Have we got OB long sitting around? We've got OB long right at the bottom. No, that's not an OB long. Ooh, I don't want to rush into anything, you know. I'm not rushing, but we'll keep an eye on this. We'll keep an eye. Keep an eye on this one on a 15. See if we can start turning around. Very scammy coin. Very wicky. But when will it stop? I don't know. I'm not gonna put my energy into that. IRYS. Show me. Iris. Is this on Blowfin? Nice. Oh, nice. This is really respecting the 15 minute as well. Okay, so clearly I can see. I'm not sure what the market cap on this is. But look, it seems like... It seems like this could be... I needed some more data, but just off my first instinct, this is the area we are watching. And it's rejecting off the 50% line. If we get over this, then sure, it's going to probably go higher prices. But let's just pull up 114 million market cap, volume is only 25 million. Okay, so I think you could probably short this. The market cap is a bit small. Let's see some funding rates. Green funding rate. So I think this is probably a good short, bro. The ratio, it's got not a crazy ratio, so yeah, I think you could scale into a good short on this. Why not? Maybe what you could do is wait on this time frame, 15-minute time frame. You've got this trend line. You have a lower time frame trend line which has been hit for a short. So I think you could start scaling in your target if it breaks the 15-minute, the 1 hour. God, this mouse keeps playing up. See if we can pull up any support resistance. The only thing I don't really like too much is that it's quite close to the daily. It's only been like today that it's come off of the daily. I mean, if we could get some more information. From our exchanges that like to list things early. I mean, probably good for a short, but this the fact that it's so close to the daily and it looks like it could be a new coin, I wouldn't go too heavy on it. 1st of December that this came out, so there's not really many bag holders for this, and the volume is PancakeSwap. So if you are going to short this, be careful because it's the PancakeSwaps. But I'm not going to take this short just because it's very, very close to the daily, and the risk reward. The risk reward right now is probably good because you could stop loss above the OB. It's not closing above the 50% line, which you like to see. But this was a short profit. This was a short, little bit of profit. Stop loss, break even. You could be back in. Maybe wait for a 15-minute close below. Maybe come to a 5-minute time frame. Shot it on here. I would say you've got this little OB that's been closed above. See, if I was trading this in real time today, I would be cautious here because it's right at the 50% line. It's trending up on the 5-minute time frame. Although these have been hit, I mean, that was a good short area there. If we can get below this 5-minute, then it could be nice for a retest short. But it's not like exploding above. It's not exploding like crazy, you know. I mean, it is up 16%. So, I mean, it has had a nice move. But I think, yeah, sure, you could probably get a short on this. But if you are, you be quick with your stop loss to break even and stuff like that. But just think the 15-minute is right there. If it was this one, then that's a bit nicer, and you could have made good money on this little fall down. But I do sway to the short more just because of the stats, like the funding rate, but it's pancake swap, so be careful with it. We'll keep an eye on it. It's going on the purple list. It's a good one to show though. But I've marked out that area for you on that 5 minute. Because as well, another thing is, if you think about the OB bid, yeah, on a 15-minute time frame, which is my favorite time frame. Got this little cluster. My colors are so off on this white screen. See, it closed above this 15-minute and then continued up. But I think you could have a stab at it anyway. But if you're using high leverage and good size and stuff like that, your optimal entry was this trend line touch up here. That's where you ideally want to be in, because you might see this bounce off here and go up higher. I was just going to say, the 15-minute time frame OB bid, if it does close down here, whereas your 15-minute bid is going to be up here. So maybe expect another green candle coming up, especially as we go into 3 o'clock, 3:30, come into here and maybe move up higher. So be careful on that one, Mohammed. But I'm watching it. I'm looking for a break above, and I'm looking for a break below to tell me about the OB. Right, AXS Bard. I don't really have too much to say on Bard, but it looks a bit trash. And I don't like those wicks, so I'm just going to get rid of you. Dusk. This one has moved down. And, I mean, it's pretty clear what it hit. What did it hit? I think this is a weekly OB. Yeah, look. Get rid of this so you can see this clearer. Weekly. Wait, did it hit? Right, remove all drawings, fuck it. Wow. Wow. Weekly OB rejection. Just an easy trade, that. Very strong. I did not have a trade on Dusk Elsa. This is the one that was standing out to me today. This is the one where could be good to get along, although it looks like it's already playing out. Yeah, it's already playing out a bit. Oh, these zones are just so like precise. So the reason why I zoned this area is because we had this little red candle here on this big move up, and we have. I wonder if we have anything on a higher time frame. So we have this fair value gap, which might prove difficult to get past. But what you might see happen soon on the next hour is it quickly move back up and not close below this 50% line. You could see that. Could move very quickly. But a range, it would be nice to see a range get formed here. So we had this 5 minute get close above. We had 5 minute close above, straight down. This 5 minute close above, bounce off the OB long. Now we're trying to close above the 5 minute again. We've got a big OB long here in this area. Let's just keep it red. In this area, we've got this is the lower OB. Right down here we have this little thing down here. I'm not sure how old is this coin. Did I look this up a second ago? 40 million market cap, $500 million in volume. That is a lot. That is a lot. And Upbit are involved. But Uniswap are providing quite a lot of volume. Right, so with this one, what I'm going to say is, let's see a range get formed. It might not form a range. This could just pop. This really could just pop. Because it is getting so much volume. Lastly, we need to see funding rate and stuff like that. Can't find it. Yeah, Mohammed, can you get any data on this ELSA? It's coming up with like, when I'm looking on this Coinalyze, it's just coming up with like it's just coming up with like individual exchanges. I don't know how to get this to work. I don't know why it's not coming up. Slightly negative. How are you looking at this? Because why can't I get this to come up? I'm writing it in, but it's like coming up with like a chart. I'm trying to find the fucking sheet. No, I can't figure this out, bro. I don't know what's happened. Okay, well, really, who do you use again? I remember you telling me before, actually. Oh, no worries. Maybe send on Telegram, bro. Okay. Anyway, ELSA, it looks like it could be quite good. It's in this sort of parallel channel. This one's a bit more of a parallel channel. No, it isn't. Okay, so... Oh, yes, I remember you saying that, actually. Legend. Yeah, I've been on here before. Nice one, bro. Okay, so I took an L on Iris. I DCA too early on the lower candle or 4-hour OB. Iris. What's happening on it? Yeah, see. You see what I mean? The fifth, it's like, it's very close to the ribbon. That's the thing. It's like, sometimes it pays off, but sometimes it does not. Another thing to do is sometimes just wait for the hourly, but to be at the screen on the hourly, for me, sometimes doesn't work. Things have to align. I really don't like spending all day on the computer, you know. Well, unless I'm building something or I don't have anything going on, I'd love to spend all day on the computer. But, you know, we got real life stuff to do as well. Well, I have anyway. So yeah, with Iris, you might see it double top, but it's a pancake swap coin as well, bro, and a bit scammy. But eventually, I mean, I can't even say eventually come to the daily, because the daily is only there. It's only been one day here in this area. I'm sure there was probably some sort of opportunity OB bid area, plus it almost like double top. The daily, it hadn't seen the daily in over a week, and then we come down to it. But now, not too much, not too much. Anyway, I like this Elsa, but what I'd be waiting for on this one, because it's trying to go up now. What I'd be waiting for on this one is a close above the 15. A 15-minute retest would be good, or even an OB long retest. But we've still got these. This area got tested. Look at this. On Elsa, if it was on your radar from before, we had this close above, retest this, and then goes. But do you have the patience to wait from 9:30 until 12:15, 3-hour gap or whatever, for this retest to then get the entry, and then your trade might mess with your sleep, because until 5 in the morning it goes up to here, and then it closes below here. So that's why bot trading can really help with this. I think I need to tweak my OB bid bot, which I'll be doing soon, but I'm focusing on trading at the moment, not really bot building. The bot building has been good, but I'm not getting as many members as I'd like to pay for the running of it. So we'll keep the bot going, but I like using it personally, but for me to use it personally, I don't need to pay for all that stuff. That's for other people to use it. So we need some sort of marketing push. And where I'm at the screen a lot for my session, then I don't use the bot too much. So anyway, Elsa, you are coming up to the 5-minute. Just keep an eye on Elsa. That's all I'm going to say. It's got levels to break above, and it's going to try and trap you. But this range is looking nicer. It's like a bit more of an accumulation range. Just on a 5-minute, it's looking a bit more stable. But we do have lower prices. I just need to go check something. 1 minute. Yeah. So what did you learn, Mohammed? What was it that I said that gave you a bit more clarity on an OB bid? Not all OB bids are treated the same. Like this one here. Can you see how that candle behind it is kind of engulfing it? So it kind of makes me think that this one not as strong, but this one, target, boom, down. That's how I kind of look at it. I'm looking at it like a range. Okay, Elsa, Enzo was nice yesterday. So what we're looking at Enzo right now is we have this little trend line here up above, just on a 15-minute time frame. Most of my profits came out too early on this because of I did take most of my profits out on the daily. I wasn't expecting a move to come out like this. I was expecting, I think I said on yesterday's stream, come down here, retest, then go up. But it's looking very strong, Enzo. And I saw MW talking about this as well. He was calling for the 1 hour ribbon, which could be nice. The 1 hour, the 4 hour is creeping up as well. So maybe you could get a better entry down on the 4 hour. We have this 15-minute, which has not really been tested. This 15-minute OB, not really been tested. We have this trend line here. Let's draw the trend line like that. So things are aligning at the moment for me near the daily, which is the yellow ribbon there, which would be a daily retest. Things are not loading on TradingView too much. So yeah, so maybe we'll see a close up here, retest, and then pump up. Don't know what Enzo is. The S&P 500 is actually bouncing off the 4 hour right now, so we could see the bounces start to happen. But Enzo, we're going to keep an eye on you on the purples today. Elsa's on the purples today. This Falcon Finance is dying. It's dying. It's hugging the 1 hour. Dong, 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 dong. Funding rates. FF funding rates. Slightly red. Oh, this site's quite nice. Yep, if Falcon Finance can get above the daily, that would be nice for it. It's bouncing on the 4 hour right now. We've got a trend line that is kind of breaking. Maybe a little tiny fake out. I don't know what kind of volume this is getting. I need to build something that I can just like... Well, I did build it, but it takes too long on the market monitor page. $100 million in volume. This has still got a $201 million market cap. So for me, this one, potential dump. But it's at the low, so it's hard to do that. It's hard to bring yourself to do that. The volume, Uniswap. Yeah. I can't make a decision on this. I can't make a clear decision on this. My only decision would be a 4 hour. 4 hour here. It's not lining up with anything. A 1 hour. Yeah. Nothing really screaming out to me here. We have a little area down here. Maybe you could try, but it's not really anything to really talk about. Yeah, I'm honestly not too keen on this one. It probably will do something scammy, but I can't tell. So I'm just gonna avoid. I'm not gonna avoid because there's probably better opportunities out there. Right, Fogo is closing below the 1 hour. Strong trendies here. Strong chicken trendies. The 4 hour time frame is being tested right now. We have this little thing here, but really not too sure. Is there more data? Okay, we've got some more. This looks a bit nicer actually. Why does this look so different? I was doing something wrong there. Yeah, so we're actually entering quite an interesting area here on Fogo. We've had this first OB bid short, which was keeping it down in this range, and then it broke above it here, retested, bit of a weak retest, but now the 4 hour is sitting inside the 4 hour. The bottom of the 4 hour is lining up with some support. And where could we put some more support? Really in this area here. I don't want to go too deep with support, just in case, it might not visit there. We won't get in the trade, but on Fogo, this seems like a good area coming up to our zone, coming up to our hourly bit as well, our trading zone as well on Fogo. We need to have a look at the volume. Is high, $126 million, 350 in volume. No red funding though, which is not too great. No red funding on Fogo, but potential. Even if the funding's not red, it's got potential. But you could take a stab on this one. I would really like to get, if you do want to get a position on this, I think as close to the bottom of the 4 hour as possible. You might even see a wick down to this trend line down here. So let's arrow it up in this zone and this trend line. If it visited this little OBL down here, then that would be quite disappointing, because it'll be a quick move down, and it's really hoping for a bounce. But it's currently trending down, just remember that. Currently trending down, but in the overall it's broken above and retesting as we speak. So this, if you are going to bid, this retest area is probably the area. At 3317 I'd probably put an order. Maybe just down here to the bottom of the 4 hour. Maybe you could put all the way down to there. You got some support a bit lower, so maybe these 3 black lines are your orders, hoping for a bounce up going into the weekend and see higher prices into the weekend. Still Bitcoin dependent and US 500 dependent, but I'll probably put my orders in there. I'll be watching Foggy Gun. This one is just non-stop going up, but the short will come for this 100%, because see how this one is not near the daily. Oh, excuse me. My app is saying 11 people are watching, and that is great to see. Right, so gun is one to watch. It is one to watch. Approaching some resistance now. Give me, I hope it's got a weekly band. No weekly band on this chart. No, oh, it has got a weekly band. Okay. So for me, gun is going to be similar to that coin that we looked at earlier that hit the weekly. What was it? Dusk. Right here. It's a big one. And if this band continued up, I don't know if it would be actually above it. Yeah, so we've got this little cluster here. Let's just take this whole cluster. It has broken above, gone below, broken above, retest, going up. Back here we have an old one. Currently sitting inside this one. Wicked up, came down. Looking to get above now. Red fundings. Oh, do you have a ratio? Is there a ratio on this one? Oh, I'm a bit of a sucker for coin analyzer, I'm not gonna lie. Why do they get their fundings wrong? I'm a sucker for the long short ratio, and this one's not crazy at the moment, so but yeah, it's red funding, green on KuCoin. Do you know, you could even start shorting gun here. I'm going to say it. I'm going to say it. Let's put our resistance in again. Resistance. Resistance. It wouldn't be a chase because you pull this down onto a lower time frame. So, like, what is it near? What has not been tested? Okay, it's close to the 4 hour, to be honest. It's tested the 4 hour a lot. It's just constantly testing the 4 hour. This area rejected. Today it had a bit of a retrace. Oh. Right, on a local level, it is trying to get above this little OB, which it's currently doing. And the fact that it's looking like that at the moment makes you think, yeah, higher prices probably. And it's about to close above, so it will probably retest and then run up higher. So you could take a quick long on this, because it's got above this little area, but it's kind of been engulfed by this area. I think you could probably take bid this area for a long, put your stop loss just below here maybe. Take quick profits out up here. Get your stop loss to break even when we get above here. It's always good to zoom out, look on different time frames. In 44 minutes, you'll see this. It's not closed above this OB on the 4 hour, this area. So, yep. You can put a stop loss down here. Ride along for a long. Obviously, if you are long in this, it's much better to be on the ribbon, but the fact that it's breaking out a little bit with this white box, stop loss below, see what you can get, maybe even go right down to a 1 minute time frame. Trying to march up, see what it does in this area. I'm going to be watching gun. I might open some trades on gun. It's coming up to 330 now, so it's either setting up for a lovely short up here, or it's going to do a bit of a retrace for a move up higher. The US 500 is currently moving down a little bit, but not really. It's above the 4 hour, so let's just watch in real time what happens here with gun. I might not even open up any trades today because things are a bit uncertain. And, it's the Traitors final tonight. I don't want to be thinking about this if you watch the Traitors. But we've got it coming down now. This is the area you would have been bidding. Coming down for a retest. Shall I open up I might open up a little trade on this. So that was your close above. Now it's retesting. And then see what it does. Mohammed, have you got any trades open at the moment? Not really in a trading mood today. Let's see, I might have, if I've got anything open, then okay. Okay, so I've had some family turn up. We'll start to wrap this up. I've just got a little trade on here as well on this retest. Very tight stop loss. So yeah, we've opened up a trade on gun. We actually did a live trade. Let's set an alarm here. Right then. MMMT above the daily, looking strong. The 1 hour, getting away from the 1 hour quite a bit. We've got to do what we do. Green funding rates, good volume, good volume. MMT, I like this one. We're watching this. We're filtering out. I'm going to come back to this. Marching up strong. 4-hour target is here. You see this? It's just, these are just trades that should have been taken from these lows. Incredible. Incredible, really incredible. I mean, I could really pinpoint it down. Where is this? Literally down there. On MMT. MMT is trying. It's getting great volume. Volume to market cap ratio is very nice. And it's trying to get above the daily right now. So if we are leaning towards bullish environment soon, this could be one that really goes up high. This could be literally a 10x. Trend line potentially breaking soon as well. I think you could start to build a position on MMT soon as well. Like, this is looking like a textbook coin that is going to respect the indicator on the way up. Didn't retest the 4-hour, but it's looking strong. I think the 1 hour, around the 1 hour level, could be good for a bid on this one. 1 hour, 4 hour, around this area. MMT, I'm saying watch MMT. It's already had a big move up, so I wouldn't FOMO up here, but see how it reacts at this level. If it can get above there, it's doing like a sort of Enzo sort of style thing. Keep an eye on that. This one, like I said, getting close to our zone. I covered this earlier. I just think very scammy, but could have potential. I'm just going to keep watching this one. Okay, so we're moving from resolve. Poor resolve. What are you doing? Bit choppy. Not really respecting much, but it is above the daily. Had this range. This level is being defended. Maybe a retest of the daily could give something for us. Inside the 4 hour right now, trying to hold the 4 hour, so but I think maybe come back to this support, maybe. Try and get a position closer to the support level. The lower supports. Let's drag these up. Got yeah, support here and a bit of support where it is now. I'm not too keen on this one at the moment, but I'll keep it on the list. Rosie. If Friday can turn bullish, or if Friday can get a bit of momentum, as the US 500 does seem to be getting a bit of momentum coming into 330, the strike zone, then Rose could turn around. You could just have a target up here. This, that alone would be 20%. Putting in another third 4 hour candle. Maybe it wants to do a retest of the daily and go up. We've got this level back above. We have this area here, which is rejecting from currently. If things do want to heat up, cure. Like if we are going to see US 500 start spiking up again, I've taken a lot of profits on my, basically all of my profits now on my US 500 short again, the UK 100 short again. The profits have been taken on them. I don't even have a position open at the moment on them. But okay, so I'm seeing this. This is another thing. Previous OB longs also flip. Remember, if the OB short can flip to a long zone, or vice versa, you know what I'm trying to say. What am I trying to say? What I'm trying to say is this zone is support. Local support down here. In here, local support, even a bit lower, even down to here. But the first zone's coming up of this. I don't really do it too much, but yeah, this OBL along there. Rose is definitely going on the list. Remember that I like MMT a lot though, but not at this level. Rose is not getting crazy volume. It's dumping off. And Rose on Bybit's got slightly red funding, but on the other places it's not too bad. But yeah, Rose kind of happens. Sentient dumped, not above the daily. Trying to hold a 4 hour right now. What is this? Oh my god, it's getting loads of volume. Ranked 161. Binance volume, what is this? The first open community built AGI platform. Okay. Oh, when did this come out? This is new. Oh no, it's not. Wait. Yeah, I think this came out yesterday. Its market cap is 189 million and it's getting 527 volume. This came out yesterday. Oh, this is 18th of November. Why is this? I don't know what's going on with this, but it's getting crazy volume. I need more info. It's on Kraken. It's on Coinbase. But what we want is MEXC. Wow, this is really dumped. Okay, so it's not that old. Mid daily. So you can see this fair value gap that I made on a weekly. Did not close above it. Struggled straight down. On the lower time frame, is inside the 4 hour. It's established its range. Yeah, I don't. It's a bit hard to chart, to be honest, when your mouse keeps playing up. Big FFG here that is actually closed above. Does it mean anything? It's just something that we got to work with here. Another FFG on the way down. No FFGs on the way up, but we do have this one that is close below. I can't tell if this one, but I'm going to keep an eye on it because the volume is crazy. Sent SKR. I was trading this one yesterday. This one is actually on Blowfin. I didn't think it was, but it is on Blowfin. Having a nice dump at the moment, and guess what it did? Oh no, to be fair, I thought it was OB short in this, but that is invalid because it did not close below down here. But this one had high funding rate yesterday, I think. Where could it turn around? I don't know. What can we do with this one? SKR Mexi. Yeah, I charted this one yesterday and it hit that. It's below the 1 hour. We haven't got any other data. Solana Mobile Seeker, really? If it's Solana, we could see the scan pumps. Although this whole thing has been a scam pump up. Volume, Bitfum, it's the Koreans. It is the Koreans. Go to my new favorite site, Sharpie, SKR, green funding. Bosh. Not really much to go on it. How's our trade doing? We opened up that trade on gun and it's green. It's green. Can you see that? What it did. What it did was test, bounce. Oh. Now you have nice green. On 50x leverage, we're currently sitting at 30% profit. Just a small trade for the day. Coming back. Retesting again maybe, but it might come deeper into this. But that was a quick trade. That's what I mean about a very quick trade, that one. But it will probably be a break-even trade. Didn't have enough oomph to get off of there. A lot of the trades are break-even trades, but it just stops you from losing your money. We have a little trend going on here that we could maybe pull up. But it's not really anything special. That would be the third touch. But we'll see what happens with guns. We'll be watching it as the day goes on. Okay, where have we got to? SKR, I was watching this one. Mate, start forming a range. Start getting above. It tried to get above here. Failed below the OBL. Wait for it to close above again and try again. We'll be watching you. X and Y. X and Y. Are you pumping? Why are you doing so good? So the latest on this is you got this. It's too big to do really, but look at oh god, look at that. Look at that scam wick there. X and Y, is this the same thing? Why is it named Cordata? Yeah, so X and Y, let's just let's keep this going. What are we looking at? We've got a breakout. We've had a daily retest. It's going up. We've got a resistance inside that OB. It's hard to really do because these wicks are big. Yep. Maybe in this zone you could short it. We're going to watch this. Chilis, I added this myself. It's approaching the daily ribbon now. And I'm not sure why this was pumping, but we took the short. We took a great short on this one, and it was executed on a low time frame. But now it is hitting support. This support is lining up with the daily ribbon very nicely. So you can't deny that this could be long, no matter what it does, which is ultimately probably nothing. I don't know. I've not stayed up to date with this, but potential. Bear in mind the weekly is below here. We have some boxes to be drawn for sure. We have some boxes to be drawn on higher time frames. This is a pivot point level, and it's failed once. But if it can start trying to get above here, then it could go very, very high. What is that move? 10x again. So maybe if the alt season is like loading pending like some catalyst or something, then some of these altcoins are shaping up. Because just think about it. Just think about it. Think of the people that will be shorting here. Think of the people that will be shorting here. I've clicked the wrong thing. Oh, I think we are stopped out of our gun position at break even. Alright, get rid of that one. Anyway, think of these levels. These are levels where people will probably be short squeeze and try and short it, and it will go up, because this one had huge amount of people trying to short it. But I'm not saying that this is gonna happen. What I'm saying is, if it does want to move up, then a weekly retest would be amazing. But even where it is at now, a daily retest at support would be nice. But you might see it range for a bit. Again, depends on US 500, depends on Bitcoin. I think that's the end. Okay, so Iris now still holding in that area and still not closing above the 50% line. So right, so now that we've whittled this down, let's open a list of today's coins. Let's mark them up. Get rid of old coins. Get rid of today's coin list. This is what I like to do. And then we're going to look at our colors. Look at our purple colors today. Where's that gone? Right, OG is moving up off the 15 minute. Iris staying on the 15 minute. Enzo coming close to the 1 hour. Oh, yep. Elsa rejecting off the 15 minute. If it can get above the 15 minute, get ready to trade this. Fogo bouncing off of the zone that we put during the stream. Gun. has had our rejection. This is where we were in at break even, but this one could start coming down. MMT, this is one to watch. If it's respecting the 15 minute, it's at the 15 minute now. It's at the daily 15 minute. It could be a good area to trade. Maybe as we go into 6 o'clock later, you might get a better position down here when markets start to close. Down here. On this one is pure scam, but it wicks hard. You can set quick take profit levels, resolve. I wasn't too keen on this one, but it's getting above the 15 minute and it's retested. Currently sitting at the 1 hour time frame. Has potential to break above the 1 hour and fly up to at least this trend line, maybe up to this target up here, you could maybe say, or even inside this target here for a nice power move up. We also have this trend line down below, so that's something to watch out for. Maybe the bottom of the 4 hour. Rose is getting great volume. Rose is one to keep an eye on, really. It is actually one to keep an eye on. We've got this trend line lower. We've got this OB zone. We've got a daily that's reaching up. Keep an eye on Rose over the weekend. Scent getting above the 15 minute now. I think we do have a trend line that is literally trying to break right now. So this one's Scent. It could be about to send up to the daily. It's actually reminding me a bit of Enzo, the fact that it's below the daily. It's inside the 4 hour. It's bouncing off the 4 hour right now. I think maybe you could actually get a trade on Scent, and this would line up with the 330 trade probably. The low of this was probably around 330. The 330 trade. So the 330 trade is actually, so it's at resistance right now. The range is being formed. If it can get above this 15 minute, a retest could be good for a bid. You'll have a look. You'll find out in 1 minute. I'm probably going to be trading this. That is Scent. SKR going down lower. Rejecting off the 15 minute lower. XNY trying to move up off the 15 minute. Chili's bouncing off of our support area that we marked out inside the daily. And that is all the coins. That has been the market scan today. It was a bit of a chilled one. Bit of a chilled one today. It was a bit later on in the day, so we missed some moves. But to be honest, today I was not too keen on trading because I'm a bit uncertain on what things are going to do in traditional markets. But my favorite coins that I'm looking at the moment to keep an eye on are Rose, MMT, Enzo, Elsa, that rejecting. So maybe giving you an opportunity. Just touch on what traditional markets are doing. US 500 on the 15 minutes trying to break up, coming up to this trend line resistance. Again, entering our OB short zone. The more it tests it, the more likely it is to break it. The UK 100 trade that I had is now closed out, but this is also a trend line support right now. USDT dominance breaking down, but at 15 minute support. The 4 hour and the 1 hour, the 1 day is just below it. Silver making all-time highs again, about to touch $100, which could be a big psychological level. The DAX, if this moves up, short it more. Gold maybe triple topping. But also potentially could break out. So watch gold. And Bitcoin on the last level. Inside a green box that we have marked out. Poor. Bit choppy on the 1 hour time, on the 15 minute time frame. On the 1 hour time frame, still choppy. Still below the 4 hour. You are watching for Bitcoin to get above the 4 hour, and that will give us a bit more of a sign. But again, trend line here, lining up with daily resistance. A short could be loading on Bitcoin up here at the daily resistance coming up over the weekend, maybe into next week. We might have a bearish week next week, but keep an eye on the US 500 today because it's trying to break up. He's trying to break up into our box. I think maybe this evening we get that load up. I think it's Thursday next week that talk was going on. So we might have slow grind up. Slow grind up in Bitcoin and US 500 might give altcoins a bit of room to have a bit of run off their lows. So watch for bounces. Wrapping up. Goodbye. Good luck trading.